Yeah, we've been poor. We haven't played well enough, and that's why we've lost. The thing that's disappointed me was the lack of actual basics and understanding of situations. But we've been poor. I do know, though, that we've got some really good players. And it's up to me just to get them firing for the business end of this competition now. Because I still do know that when our guys are on form and we're firing, we're still a very, very good team. But we need to put that promise into performance now.
A lot of 10s and 20s. Neither made peak last day and got a peak total. Competitive perhaps.
Yeah, exactly right. And it just shows what happens. You need somebody in your top 3 or 4 needs to get a big score. And particularly in conditions like this, because I always tell the players, you always got to put 2 extra wickets on the score, because it's tough to start. So when a player comes in, it's tough to start. But when you get in, you've got to take the game on. And you've got to be the one that sees it through for us. Unfortunately, we haven't had that, and that's really disappointing for me at the minute. I'm pretty cut up about it. We need to perform. We need to perform better.
Mickey, suddenly it feels like that Rangpur is not in that shape that they can win the match. Do you think it's a mental thing also, to not win the match?
Look, it's confidence. Confidence is a big thing in this game. After 5 games we were flying, and everybody was upbeat and about. You lose a couple of games and get put under pressure, and you've got to find a way to counter that and win. And we haven't been able to do that, and that's pretty disappointing.
Especially about Liton, he's the T20 captain after all, and he will play the World Cup next month. But he's not in the form. It seems like. What are the reasons behind it?
Yeah, he's hitting the ball really well. He's been hitting the ball well for a while now without getting a big score. I'm just hoping that big score comes for us in Dakar, because he has been threatening a score, but again, just hasn't got one, which again is very, very disappointing. I mean, I sit here incredibly disappointed as a coach after the performance I saw today. It was poor. It lacked decisiveness. It lacked cricket smarts, and it was just very disappointing.
Last question. Kyle is a bit injured. Malan isn't performing. Akib is out of form, and Kuzdil and Iftikhar are similar sort of players.
Yeah.
The foreigners are not performing. Do you feel this is also a big reason that Rangpur isn't getting the shape in the later part of the tournament?
Yeah, look, I think a little bit. I think that they're doing is sort of probably not what we expected, but they're certainly doing a decent job. I know in my mind, though, now what our best team is. I know exactly what our best team is. The best team will be put out in the next game and will play for the duration of the tournament, and hopefully take us to the end and a trophy. But it's been hard in these conditions, trying to work out exactly what our best combination is and in what batting order. And I've worked that out now. So for the business end of this competition, you will see our best team all the time. The other key to that is Maya's bowling, and we'll have him bowling again in Dakar, which is fantastic, and we get Fahim Ashraf back, so we get then total balance to our team. So our best team will play on Friday, is it? And yeah, on the 16th. Friday, our best team will play, and hopefully it does the job.
Coach, we need to one more.
One more.
You are talking about Liton. Liton is not getting big runs. So what would be your advice before the T20 World Cup and in this BPL to get a form?
Well, I think Liton's just got to go about playing his best game every day. So at times I think he's been a little bit tentative, and at times probably a little bit too positive. I think we need to sum those conditions up perfectly. What I do know about Liton, though, is he's a wonderful, wonderful player, and I think we've seen flashes of it. When he gets into good positions and allows himself time to set up an innings, he's as good as anybody I've seen. So hopefully he does that when we get to Dakar.
Thank you.
Vicky, it's not about long especially. We have seen BPL for the last 2 years, and foreign players are coming and going, and they play 3-4 matches, but they don't have that impact in the tournament. Do you think franchise tournaments needs to give the impact from the foreign players, especially?
Yeah, I think the foreign players coming have two roles. A, they've got to give impact, and B, they've got to help some of the younger Bangladeshi boys become better players, and that's what I think their role is. But this competition is getting better and better. I'm pretty excited about it.
Do you think BPL lacks that? The two things you say.
No, not necessarily, because certainly not in our franchise.